evening. Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts.
Going on that aircraft is erratic again. Very erratic.
Hey guys, Taffy here, and today's video is going to be more serious than some of my other videos, and that's because of what today is the 20th anniversary of September 11th. And if you guys remember, September 11th, 2001 was a tragic time for everybody. So I wanted to do this video and kind of go over some of the highlights of that day.
American 11, are you trying to call?
The hospital is not answering their phone. Our number 1 has been staffed, and our 5 has been staffed.
I am going to call from Washington. I am in a situation with American 11, a possible hijack.
A 16-acre commercial complex made of 7 buildings, a plaza, and an underground shopping mall. The Twin Towers were its centerpiece. The Twin Towers were the tallest buildings in New York City, 110 stories each. People could see 45 miles or more in every direction from the top. Each tower contained 99 elevators and 21,800 windows. Each floor was an acre. In short, the towers were huge.
Betty, talk to me. Betty, are you there? Betty? Betty?
That day, 4 coordinated terrorist attacks were taking place. 19 Al-Qaeda terrorists hijacked 4 planes, crashed 2 of them into the Twin Towers, 1 of them into the Pentagon. The Twin Towers ultimately collapsed because of the damage. The passengers on the 4th plane, Flight 93, learned about the attack and fought back. Flight 93 crashed into a field about 20 minutes by air away from DC. 2,977 people from 93 nations dead. 2,753 in New York, 184 at the Pentagon, and 40 on Flight 93. On May 30th, 2002, the last piece of the World Trade Center steel was removed. It is speculated that Flight 93 was headed to the Capitol building. Al-Qaeda wanted to promote fear and weaken the U.S.'s standing with the world community.
Jules, this is Ryan, on an airplane that's been hijacked. And things don't go well. It's not looking good. I just want you to know I absolutely love you. I want you to do good. So have a good time. Same to my parents and everybody. And I just totally love you. And I'll see you later. Sir. Bye, babe.
What are those people going to do? All the elevators are blocked out.
The victims were in airplanes or in their offices. Secretaries, businessmen and women, military and federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror. The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires burning, huge structures collapsing, have filled us with disbelief.
Former President George W. Bush said that these were acts of war and announced the war against terrorism. He vowed to bring those responsible to justice, and the NATO supported his call for military action. That day, there were no Republicans, no Democrats, no political parties, no Asians, no Hispanics, no nationalities, no black people, no white people, no races, no gays, no trans, no sexual preferences, no religions. There were only Americans. The country came together as one, like those in Chernobyl when the nuclear reactor exploded.
United 93, that traffic for you is 1 o'clock, 12 miles eastbound 370.
Negative contact, we're looking United 93.
United 93, Cleveland, if you hear the center right then.
I got that piece down. Remaining to be. You have the ball board.
Tuesday, 9:47 a.m.
Hi, baby. Baby, you have to listen to me carefully. I'm on a plane that's been hijacked. I'm on the plane. I'm calling from the plane. I want to tell you I love you. Please tell my children that I love them very much. And I'm so sorry, babe. I hope to be able to see your face again, baby. I love you. Bye.
United 93, have you got information on that yet?
Yeah, he's down.
He's down?
Yes.
Where did he land?
He did not land.
Oh, he's down?
Yes,
Down?
somewhere up northeast of Camp David.
The remains of a airplane crash over on Lambertsville Road, and probably had a terrorist bomb on board that blew up. I don't know anything more than that. That's what I heard on the scanner. I just saw the smoke come up, and the explosion shook the house clear over here, and we are, 15 miles from Lambertsville.
The heroes of 9/11 included the first responders, the firefighters, the police force, the EMS drivers, and the passengers of Flight 93. I can remember clear what I was doing that day and didn't really know what was going on. I was only 8 at the time, about to turn 9. Don't really remember anyone talking about it that day. Nobody said anything at school. Several years later, I actually got to visit Ground Zero before the reconstruction, where it was still rubble and debris and dust. And it was a completely different feeling of what you feel around, like, your hometown or your own house. It's a surreal feeling like this actually happened. This is actually history at this point. And it's hard to describe that feeling. And it's just, it weighs on you to see the destruction that these people, these terrorists, caused. In a way, they succeeded at their goal of creating fear. But they also lost that fear when America came together as a nation to fix their mess. I also realized that this is a shorter video. There are some links down in the description of the websites that I went to find this. Also, some of the clips that I've taken out of YouTube videos, or those links are in the description below also. On another note, I did get a new camera. I'm not using it now, but I did get a new camera, so hopefully my camera quality will be better. This is the only video I'll be posting this weekend. Hopefully next weekend we'll be back on schedule. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you get notified anytime I post a video. Remember, September 11th, a day that America will never forget. Peace.
None of us will ever forget this day. Yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world. Thank you. Good night, and God bless America.